Okay, so today we are in my living room and we are going to make a box magically slide in, fly up, and wrap itself. We're gonna use a little bit of Christmas magic, a little bit of fishing line, and a little bit of Kendall to pull this off. And what we're gonna do is transform my living room right here, as you can see, into a beautiful Christmas atmosphere with the things that we have. We don't have a Christmas tree, so we're gonna use the TV just to have a Christmassy background and see how it goes. Cause I don't know, I came up with this in my head and I kind of planned it out. I don't really write it out. I just keep it up here in the old noggin and hope it works. So let's get started.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling.
Before we dive into this tutorial, I'm super excited to announce that I'm pre-launching my product video course. This course is jam-packed with over 16 chapters that go into more detail than my YouTube tutorials. While YouTube tutorials are great for shorter form educational videos that squeeze hours and hours of filmmaking into 10 minutes or less, this product video course is where I dive into greater detail, making sure you have all the information you need for product filmmaking, big and small. In this course, you'll learn everything from operating, pricing, growing your clientele, detailed steps of pre-production, how I come up with my ideas, everything I know in lighting, what types of equipment is needed, my production and post-production process, plus my LUTs that are not sold anywhere else. Right now, I'm sharing a pre-launch early bird price of $250 for a lifetime membership. This includes everything above and more. The link to sign up is in the bio below. You'll get early access to the courses already released, as well as save money when the video course launches. If you want to get into product videography, then this is the course for you. All right, so we have our setup. It's minimal. We only have 2 lights going. I guess that's not very minimal. I don't know why I said that. It's minimal as in our Christmas decorations. But what we have is over here, we have our Aperture Nova 300, and I just put it on a warmer light to kind of just warm up the room and pretend like there's like a fiery, warm, cozy feeling going on. I'm just bouncing that off the wall, making it super simple, making it just a nice ambient light. It's a very powerful light, so it works really well for that. And then right over here, we have the Amaran, and that is Aperture's new light. This is the Amaran 200D, and it's a pretty sweet light. We're using a 5-foot octo diffusion right now as our key light to light Kendall's beautiful face. And we have a grid right here so that it's not going directly aggressively into the TV, and we show that reflection, and we'll show you guys that in a second. And then I have my camera right over here. I have my 1DX Mark III right over here. And sorry, the floors are really squeaky. And we have the 1DX Mark III right here. We have it very low because I need to show the floor and Kendall. We tried to play with a few different things, like we put the table in there and that didn't work. And then we tried a few other things because of the height differential. And I've been racking my brain of how I'm gonna shoot this and make sure that it works right. I might take like a few safety takes just in case, because once I go into editing, I don't wanna have to try to set everything back up. So we're just gonna take a few different scenarios, and I think that's gonna make this work. And then right over here, we're just using our presents that we have for people for Christmas, right? Super simple. And then we bought little stockings, and I got a picture off of Adobe's stock photo site of just a Christmas tree and a fireplace going. And then I added in post a little heat vignette to it, or a heat effect to it, so it looks like the fire is moving a little bit, just to give it a little bit of life. I don't know if it's gonna show up, but sometimes you just do a little bit of extra. And then we have our lovely Christmas tree plant that Kendall made, and she just put twinkly lights in it. And so that's it, super simple. And then down here, our present that we're gonna be wrapping is a Canon R5. And the way that we're gonna have it create magic and movement is Kendall's gonna be sitting, I've already framed everything up. Kendall's gonna be sitting right over here next to the TV, and she's gonna have a wand, which is just a stick because we don't have a wand. And I'm gonna use fishing line, and we're gonna do 4 shots, I believe, if I calculated this right. And so we're gonna have this inside this box. I'm gonna use fishing line underneath the box, and I'm gonna cue it once with Kendall where she's gonna go doop, doop, and I'm gonna slide it with a fishing line, just super simple. We're gonna cut from there, And then we're gonna get a shot of the flaps opening, whoosh, like that. And then as the flaps open, we're gonna get a shot of the Canon ESO R5 flying up. And then from there, we're gonna get a shot of the wrapping paper wrapping around the box itself. And we're just using fishing line for all these tricks, and hopefully they work. And I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna run into a few pitfalls and traps along the way, so this should be interesting to try. So let's do it. Just like this, tape it on with gaff tape. Just like that. Magic. So, I'm here with my lovely fiance, and she's giving me that look. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide the box fully closed in first, and then I'm gonna have her go through the whole actions, which I'm gonna teach her right now, because that's what a good director does, is they teach them right before they shoot what they're supposed to do, and that's a pro from an amateur. All right, so Kendall, what we're gonna have you do is literally you're gonna be like sitting here. I don't know. I mean, we can start. You can, yeah. Well, what do you think? Like, what you just be sitting there and be like, and then be like, right? And then what kind of action when you do to open a box? Maybe like this, like so it goes in. Right, and then.
I think you should do it.
I'm not as pretty as you. Action. We got the shot. The problem is each time we have to do this, we have to do it all the way through, because the movement of everything that's placed has to be in the same spot. We moved the box into place. Kendall did all the acting that goes past this part, but now we're gonna lock down the box, and I'm gonna use masking to change everything. So now we're gonna open the 2 lids of the box. But so to make sure that the box doesn't move while we do that, I need to tape down the box underneath, unfortunately, because if we tape on the side of the box, we're gonna rip it.
Or why don't we just put something heavy in the box?
That's better. And this is why Kendall is in charge. We have a weight. Actually, that worked pretty well. I feel like this one should be hidden, maybe like that, so it's not straight on the 2, 1, go. What I'm doing is I'm now setting up my C-stand, and I'm gonna be using the clamp right here to run the string through. We're gonna be using the drill again, because I think that's just gonna give us a steadier thing. And we're gonna put the present inside with fishing line and just go boom, right? So now we need to get the wrapping paper to somehow magically fly into frame. And the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna take another C-stand and we're gonna position it in the angle of where we need the wrapping paper to shoot, which is gonna go across camera here, is kind of the idea that I'm hoping that will work. And then from there, what I need to do is actually unproperly hook up the C-stand arm, and we're gonna get rid of this real fast. And then we're gonna hook it onto the knuckle, the actual pull onto the knuckle, because what that's gonna do is give us, hopefully, enough separation between here and here to slide this in. And we gotta think about it. It needs to go this way. No. This way? No, because if it's this way, then, oh yeah, it is this way. Sorry. Because we got to figure out, we want to show the wrapping paper side to the camera. What was happening was the wrapping paper was getting caught on it because it wasn't a wide enough, smooth enough surface for it to roll, and it was kind of wobbling. So I just took a piece of cardboard, cut it so it would slip into the arm of the C-stand, and now this is going to be our wide surface for the wrapping paper to roll on. Does that look cool? One catch. The last thing that I'm doing, just in case if everything all fails according to my great and awesome plan, is I'm grabbing just close-ups of the box spinning and rotating, because I'm grabbing one with it wrapped and one without wrapped, because if it doesn't match up, I can use the empty shots and use the spinning box as it is, exactly at the height and angle which I'm doing and everything, and keeping the same lighting to get it smoothly. Sorry, Kendall's wrapping presents in the background, so it might be a little bit loud, but this should be my backup just in case everything else fails, and hopefully it doesn't, but you never know. So here we go. And that's it, you guys. That's it for this video.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. We'll be chilling and having a good time.